Hey guys, Tari here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on rails and metal. Playing for J spawning in the south. We have myself playing as Austere. I'm running a Spearhead, Blitzkrieg and Jaeger armor. Teaming up with me is Kpen. ASOKW has special operations, elite armor and fortifications. In the north we have Guitarninja playing as the British. He has special weapons, tactical support and mobile assault, and teaming up with him is TheMachine. Playing as Soviets, he has mechanized support, shock rifle frontline and Soviet shock army. So we're playing the balance mod, version 1.1. It's received some changes. There are too many changes to throughout the entire mod to really cover them here, but important differences between 1.1 and the first edition was that penals can now make PTRSs, or can have PTRSs. So, you know, as you can see here, you can upgrade them for 60 munitions, so you can get 2 PTRSs. And yeah, that's probably the biggest change. A few other tweaks here and there. Of course, the machine, one of the driving forces behind the balance mod. It's one of the main organisers of it all. So he's been, you know, he's got quite a lot of practice in playing this particular game mode. And I personally had played for about 2 weeks before this. So here we go. I see the machine going for a double penal build. Two Vickers in 2 sections for Guitarninja, so nothing too surprising. Very early mine here from Kpen, who's gone for 3 Folks. And early recon, which is kind of a surprise. No real reason to get a recon this early unless you're facing off against M3. We're currently not. I'm having trouble finding a good space for an engagement. One of the most important changes is they did buff Pioneers. Get short and mid-range damage on them now. Some people will be saying they're a bit too powerful. I'm not 100% sure. Pops the flamethrower just as I close in. Bad timing for me. Try to jump out of the cover. The flamethrower, even with the Pioneer buff, is too strong. I'm actually kind of lucky. Squad gets away here, and so is he. Squad gets away as well. And, doesn't even drop models. It's only 2 squads shooting at it. So with all these squads sitting around here in the cover, I was like, oh, I've had enough of this, get a mortar. Fair enough. Kpen's told me he's going to go for the battle group HQ. So this is the, you know, around this area is the standard spot for the battle group from the south spawn. That does of course mean that we won't have a light tank. No Lux, no Puma. But Kpen does intend on going for the flak half track, which has received some changes. You can use the smoke from Vet 0 now, and Vet 1 it becomes free. And I think it's got a penetration buff, better against garrisons. Just better overall. So yeah, so sniper from the machine. Picked off a few of my greens, forced to retreat. Now I put my bunker back here. I believe they fixed it so you don't have to do that anymore. Medics won't chase moving squads. So it's a very welcome change. So yeah, this isn't really necessary, but it doesn't really matter on a map like this because, you know, you're never going to really be doing like forward reinforcing and healing. It's not like Fayetteville approach, where you know it's quite a likely chance that you'll be fighting within reinforcement range of one of your buildings. So having a forward bunker would actually be quite useful in those cases.
The bunker is now a
It's not the
field
case
hospital.
here. But yeah, you don't have to use that mere bunker trick anymore. So the mortar's been ripping in. I've just been trying to like actually just kill his snipers with it, because they've been causing me a bit of grief, honestly.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at
Been using a
headquarters.
few attack rounds and whatnot. It's got the battle group back here, so I can reinforce it very shortly. And here comes some flak half track. This should give us a bit more map control. Of course, keeping with both the Shrek and the Recon. Pretty well prepared for an AEC if one does pop along. In response.
The sector is at risk.
So yeah, I've been using a lot of attack rounds just in this region. It does take quite a long time for the mortar to like, just even small, if you want to barrage here to here, it takes quite a long time to reset up. But that was a juicy hit. Didn't kill any models though. Look at that, 4 models. 4 models, like 10% health. It's unfortunate. Just sniping me there, so I had to retreat. But you know, I figured if I chuck some air mines down, they'll be like, oh shit, I don't want to go there with my sniper. So I think that's a good way to keep that VP capped for the short term. But yeah, those snipers really causing me some grief, and you know, I don't want to really go for a counter sniper at this stage. Remember, they did make a lot of stealth changes to snipers. In the balance mode, like firing from out of stealth, you get like a penalty to your recloak time. Just a whole host of changes, which kind of makes, in some ways, the Soviet sniper a little bit better. I mean, the Austrian sniper's strength was already its very strong cloak, just kind of been nerfed a bit. So now on the straight up head-to-head sniper battles, Soviet sniper still has like the worst aim time and like comes out of cloak a lot quicker, but you know, it's recloaking. You can't do those recloak tricks that I covered on micro tips anymore. Names are gone. So yeah, going for a counter sniper doesn't really seem that appealing to me. I'll just wait for a medium tank. Just try and avoid it until then. Here comes T70, got a pack rolling onto the field at the right time. Unfortunate trick shot there. At least he doesn't take too much counter fire. Black half track hasn't been up to much so far, 0 kills. We're playing very conservatively with it. The mortar gets to Vet 2. Only 1 kill though, it's done so much damage, but it's just not getting any kills. See, we get to see all those pings with the PTRSs now, which is really making Kpen a bit scared. This flak half track is bringing up now, hoping to bait the T70 in, I think. T70's not falling for it though. We've got a mortar pit going up here. Or Guitarninja. He's also got some pits. I think that change is still in effect where pits are now more similar to bazookas. You can like shorter range, and it's like a homing projectile rather than it's like a artillery projectile. So you got the barrage going on this squad. And nice rifle grenade there, follow up, gets the kill. And my pack up hoping to kill the T70. Doesn't happen.
Su-76 assault gun standing by.
Now his mortar's gone to town on my machine gun. Kpen putting down his Shred HQ, covering the fuel point, which is all good. I want to keep it in a more conservative position. Don't want it to be in range of the mortar pit. If you can help it.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Reinforcements complete. Standing by.
SU-76 follow up for the machine pips. Expecting a medium tank shortly, and there is going to be one. Got my tech structure down. I have enough for the flak panzer now, but I'm going to go with the Panzer IV. It's just safer. Just safer when facing off against stuff like the SU-76 and AEC. Which we haven't seen from Guitarninja. Just going to go straight for a medium tank himself. In which case the Panzer IV is definitely the safer choice. Saw that mine being planted there. So blew it up with my mortar. Yeah, you don't want to trade grenades with commandos that are like Gamma Bomb. Extremely powerful. And this is kind of what you have to do against snipers. You just have to blob up. Just charge in. So I'm just seeing these squads through here. These squads through here. See what happens. Second sniper for the machine. Now we're kind of in a tough spot here. You know, they've got this mortar pit causing us a bit of grief. We don't have anything to really push it with. Flak half track hasn't really got as much map control because of all the handheld anti-tank that the allies have.
This is how I die? Like this?
Get out, clump my guys out there. That's not good. I did make changes to squad spacing, but that's when they're out in the open. You can still clump up in light cover craters, as we saw right there. So the key here is not to avoid hard retreating where possible. Of course, it's easier said than done. I mean, when you're facing off against two snipers and you've got four-man squads, you should be very careful you don't just get killed in two volleys. Here comes Cromwell, going off the flak half track. He's perhaps smoke, doesn't, and he loses it. So I'd say the net gain from that flak half track pretty poor. Didn't really get much use from it, if I'm being completely honest. As I was saying, I think the large amount of handheld anti-tank that the allies had just kind of shut it down. And he also played a bit too safe with it. Oh, here comes the Panzer IV. And a machine gun upgrade, of course. Panzer IV gets one hit off, but then I have to pick a doctrine right there. Go for Blitzkrieg. lose my pioneers to those penals on retreat, which is sad, but I did wipe a squad over here with my Panzer Grenadiers. My Panzer Grenadiers also go down to the T70, so that was not so good. Pack misses. So we're kind of in a bit of a bad spot. Very poor VP control at the moment. These situations have to bring your anti-tank gun up as well. And this is derping out hard. Derping, 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 and derping. There it goes. That was very lucky for me. Not sure what they're up to there. And while this has been going on, Allies could be sitting back getting some fuel caches with their lead instead of trying to push the advantage with more units. You see Guitarninja popping the aircraft crew repairs, so repairing up his Chromie. That is allowing Kpen to bring up his Raketans to try and counter this. Needs to bring up his machine gun as well, though. Should our support his anti-tank in those situations. So at this stage I'm like, oh well, go for Panzer Grenadiers. I don't think it's going to work out because he's got double snipers now. Panzer Grenadiers, even though they're, you know, reasonable at shooting on the move, first you have to get close enough. This is a very long and narrow map. Doesn't be getting a flank off on one of those snipers. Very slim to none. Very expensive to reinforce, so I'm like, oh, maybe I should just go for a bit more like Grenadier and Pyro spam. Cheaper to reinforce when getting sniped. Be able to keep my tanks back up to full very quickly with that extra line of sight. Attack ground both ways there. Cromwell goes down to the Raketan. Everyone gets away. Yeah, I think going for Blitzkrieg, or going for smoke, pretty critical in this match here. Because he's got so many handheld anti-tank units. Now he's gone for double guards. So button was a key part of his plan, so being able to interrupt the button with smoke, very important counter. So yeah, I have to retreat there because I was worried I was going to get sniped. Very close attack ground there by the machine. Really nasty. This is Panzer IV for Kpen. Already in trouble against the Cromwell. Oh, look at those gammon bombs, man. He's just gone full retard there. Diving in with his Cromwell. Losing it. It was what, Victor, I think? That's a real shame. Ran straight into those double Raketans. I mean, you kind of had to expect that, right? Go for the command Panzer IV here. Just because I'm kind of expecting some rocket artillery quite soon. And command tank aura, of course, increases your effective health, meaning you're less likely to get wiped by most common forms of rocket artillery. This is the Katyusha, Glaive, and in this case the land mattress. Because the rockets do 80 damage. Infantry is 80 health, so by getting that 20% extra health, you won't die to one rocket.
Damn enemy's
hits.
trying to take a point from us.
Makes a big difference. Still, we've been draining on the VPs pretty hard, even though we've been winning those tank engagements pretty well. I mean, we've taken down T72 Cromwells now. Things starting to look up, but it is quite hard to get anything going here. With this much handheld anti-tank, 2 SU-76s, 2 snipers kind of zoning out the packs. It's a very tough position. We need rocket artillery here. The Kpen, of course, gone for that battle group. It's not really on the cards, which means I have to take to tier 4, which is always very challenging, as I'll see it. Tanks mobilizing, making a push for the mortar pit. Going after the snipers though. Don't kill even a single model there. Pops marked vehicle. Can't really chase. Bring up the greens to finish the job on that mortar pit. So that's finally down. It's a big win for us. I'll go down in that building. I don't think so. I think he jumped out, right? Yeah, looks like it. So yeah, that's a really big win for us, honestly, killing that mortar pit, which was, you know, really impeding us from capping the centre and even capping around here. Big win. There's a Firefly coming in for Guitarninja. So now they've got 3 pieces of anti-tank, 3 anti-tank guns, as well as, you know, a lot of PTRSs, some Piats. Going to be very treacherous for our armour. As I was saying, we need to get that Panzerwerfer. So I've started the upgrade to Battle Phase 3. Also started to float my munitions up so I can get the close air support coming in very soon. That is very important. Because ultimately the strategy here is going to be make bold plays with the tanks under the cover of Stuka close air support, try and win those armour engagements. We do have an ISG now, or 2 ISGs in fact for Kpen, which is good because we do need that extra bit of indirect fire to help in this battle from the centre. Whilst I try to tick up and get out that Panzerwerfer. ISG's going hard after their snipers, but just missing every time. Got a lot of squads coming down this flank. One runs over a mine though, gets suppressed briefly. Pack there in position, try and muck out his SU-76. There it goes. We're coming in for the next one. There goes that one as well. I'm going to go after the snipers now. Buttons, pop smoke. And comes to close air support. Going after the Firefly. Bounce. And make a mistake here. Being too close to that, the super close air support plane actually does a lot more damage to my tank than to his. So that was a mistake. But also, you're driving around like that, then there's so many pieces of handheld anti-tank, exposing your rear armour to all those PTRSs, all those Piats. Not good. And oh, I get extremely lucky there. 152 misses that shot. So overall, I think we came out on top there. Lost Panzer IV, took out 2 SU-76s. I think we won the infantry part of that engagement. A lot of bleed onto the machine squads. Used quite a lot of munitions there on buttons. Even though I used quite a lot on Ciclo Sport, probably came out close to even. I mean, he did 2 buttons.
What do you need?
Which is 80. I don't know. No, I spent more, but whatever. Still, that leaves me in a tough spot. Kind of wanted to get my tier 4 going, but now I'm like, can't really rely on just a Panzer 4 command tank. We're getting out of Stug, which is a very good counter to the 152. Just because it's high rate of fire, high speed. I mean, its turning rate's not. It's okay. But yeah, in front-on engagement, the Stug can duke it out pretty well with the 152. 152 does what, 200 or 240 damage per hit. Armor piercing mode, I can't remember. Probably 240. Which yeah. No, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe it's only 200.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Anyway, it's got a really slow rate of fire. So head to head, it's actually a pretty close match, especially when you've got the command tank giving the health buff to a stroke. Yeah, it gives it 1 extra shot worth of health, which does make a big difference. So I'm very aware of the VP situation. We're down to 110, that's why I sent a squad out here to do some capping. Select a lone squad capping. Trying to just avoid draining out anymore because we're in a pretty bad spot here. Pack 43 in it. Just a bit too far back here for Kpen. He's gone for fortifications. Maybe that's what killed the. Is that what killed this? I don't think so. I think he built it quite recently. And there goes the land mattress. But he has to dodge that commander grenade there, so full retreats. So I'm popping the recon plane, want to get the lay of the land, see what's going on here. Sniper's doing a pretty good job of giving sight, and instantly 152 with its first machine gun burst shoots down my recon plane. That is just like dreadful luck. There's one thing that Mirage Flyer fixed in his mod. Planes have health and different things you can shoot at. Yeah. Do different amounts of damage to the plane's health. So it's a lot more consistent rather than just like RNG. You have like a 3% chance to kill each shot or whatever. This is currently, well, there goes the Firefly double Raketans once again, causing all sorts of issues. For Guitarninja. He's fallen victim to those so many times. Something you got to be aware of when playing SOKW. In those situations that are too good to be true. Like, oh man, why is he sticking around here? Why isn't he just retreating? Well, it could be that he's waiting for his Raketans to get in position, especially once they, get that Vet 1 move speed bonus. They can move around at full speed and camouflage. You have to be extra cautious. But of course, the camouflage changes did also affect the Raketans, and in return they received a slight aim time buff, which is a very welcome change. It was always the biggest problem with the Raketan. It took so long to aim, just need to get it shot off. Going after the SU-85 here, bringing out the pack. Smoke once again saving me. Attack ground with the pack. And target weak point with the pack as well. Try and finish the job on the ISU. Try and bring my pack up in support. Let's bring his SU-85 back in. Now I'm trying to get away. We got the land mattress rocket still in the business, but attack ground with the pack. Finishing off the SU-85. Pack does just somehow survive that land mattress barrage, and so did the Stug. I mean, the Stug took quite a lot of damage to the land mattress as well. So overall, pretty lucky engagement there. Machine, I think he felt like he had to bring in his SU-85 to try save his ISU-152, but that wasn't the case. Once again, we managed to clear the land mattress, but don't have anything up there to kill it, unfortunately. If there were a kid in here, we could sneak up and get a few hits off, but not in the nick of time. Here come a few squads. This is where it'd be handy to have a satchel or a gammon bomb, right? Once again, I'm trying to cap up this left hand side, which has kind of been undefended by the machine. Try and relieve that VP pressure and actually turn it around. Managed to save up enough munitions for another still close air support attack. So we're in a pretty good spot. We just gotta be patient. Start to bank up my fuel. I'm like, oh yeah, trying to get my tech down. Get out there. Yeah, that rocket artillery that we so desperately need. Before this, you know, I spent quite a bit on getting these grenadiers just for the extra capping power, which is why it was delayed so greatly. CG's going to town on those snipers. A lot of damage, not getting any models though. Seems to be a pretty common story for these snipers. Taking a lot of health damage. Dropping in the models. No mattress coming in. Already on target, Kpen trying to avoid retreating into it, but it's going to cost him a squad anyway. Probably, I mean, most likely dead either way. May as well try and avoid the damage. Okay, bounces 2 shots. Still using a lot of barrages and tech rounds where I think the snipers are going to be on my mortar. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to my squads there. I think satchel charges don't trigger grenade warnings quite often. So it's quite easy to miss them. Yeah, I tried to bring my Stugan from around the side so I could flank off. But I didn't really pay off there. I lost my squad. One of my LMG upgraded squads as well. Sucks, and here is the King tank for Kpen. So we got a bit of firepower. That's actually a Comet as well for Guitarninja. The classic team game Stomper. Pin 2 now on the P4 command tank, so it's got those skirts, so important for its armour. P4 taking heavy damage from the side. Managed to get away though. SU-85 on focus sight mode, so it's not terribly mobile. Unfortunately, at this stage, my tank decides to just go full on death mode. I have to pop smoke not to lose it. Still come very close to losing it though. Trying to get my Panzerwerfer as close as I can for the barrage. Of course, that's what you want to do, but I've also got the recon plane going, so I can try to target a bit. But there's actually not much on the field right now. I'm going to try to target these squads coming out the base. Get one model, I think. Yeah. Got quite a lot of health damage, but only one model. That's the thing, you know, doing it at that range depends if it can't get any kills. But I didn't want to try to get any closer because it's got these two tank destroyers. Trying to get close, you know, they could easily snipe it. Same with the Comet with its high speed. Damage is coming in on the center. Clears it just as I was about to get out of the radius, which is very unfortunate. Once again, just sending out the squad to try and take off the VP pressure from us. Very important. They kept the center, and we've actually brought the VPs back a long way. These trades have been going pretty well. Those Stukless support raids have been going well, grinding out a good armor. Well, not really advantage. I mean, we've got pretty similar armored forces right now, but still like an overall manpower lead. I'm going for tier 4 on my gun. Why not get a Panther, right? Obviously, a Panther, of course, not very strong. It's got the 0.5 moving accuracy instead of the 0.6 like the OKW Panther. But at least it's going to be able to bounce a few shots from the front. A bit more durable, and maybe I can use it to go for some flanks on these tank destroyers. Bring in the recon plane once again. Trying to see what's going on. They haven't got anything to counter. Well, once again, it's incredibly lucky shooting this down straight away. But they haven't got any anti-air yet. No Centaur, no quad. So they haven't really tried to counter the Stukless planes or recon planes. These big tanks duking it out here. Can tell you're bouncing a lot of shots. Perhaps the engineer squad, but it's going to cost them his Panzer 4. Wow, I'm doing some crazy stuff, going for the Panzerwerfer. Almost get the snipers once again, don't quite do it though. Strig's in trouble. Pop smoke though. Beautiful command tank over here trying to take care of these guards. Panthers over here. I thought maybe he'd need help taking care of those comets, but nope, he's alright at the moment. And yeah, P4 command tank, I mean, against penals with PTRSs and heavy cover, it just doesn't quite cut the mustard. Panther coming in trying to get these guys turned about, but I was kind of a bit really thinking very clearly here. And then my pack and support. Already popped smoke. Here come the comets. They've been repaired thanks to the crew repairs. And I bounced that shot, but it actually ends up detonating a friendly mine. Kills me with my tank. Might have gotten away there otherwise. Meanwhile, comets taking some fire from the Stukless escort planes and the king target from the side. S-35's turning about. But that means he's keeping them in the radius of the circular air support. And the circular air support just loves his 85s. Eats them up. See how readily those got damage right there from that strafe. Panther coming in, trying to get the killing blow. That's Kpen's Panther. And he does. So Panther Fleece 85, I mean, could have gone better. Got a lot of damage to their tanks, but unfortunately they're just going to be able to use the crew repairs to repair them up. Doesn't really count for much. One last Sturgis support pass. This thing just, you know, even after the circle has gone away, you got to be careful because this thing does tend to overstay its welcome. But yeah, man, I've lost just a bundle of stuff. All my grenadiers gone. Pioneers, I've lost. No, I rebuilt one. Yeah, I lost Pioneers. It's just been capping. I mean, it's been getting eaten up by snipers, by the ISU, by the land mattress, and yeah, not good. Probably demo charge as well, right? Don't know if I swept that or not. Probably not. I do have double sweepers, but yeah. Still got the Panzerwerfer though. It's keeping the snipers honest. A bit of damage onto the S-35, snipers dodge it. And Comet's fresh off their crew repairs, back up to full already. Finish off the Panzerwerfer. I think it's probably another, you know, how long between the Panzerwerfer making its like rocket sounds and the rockets actually landing, even across like a very short distance like that. Make it reasonably easy to dodge.
Mortars are ready to create smoke screens for any vehicles that need crew repairs.
And that's just right, it's just saturating the area. Clear out the vetted mortar. Both trading blows with the Comets. Let's just stick around to get the Faust off there, doesn't it? A Phosphorus round there also for some retreats. Here we go. The big plays coming in. King Tiger coming in for support. Unfortunately, Comet at max range. It's the kill on the Panther. Stug also went down. The Mantank's doing some crazy business. Going after the snipers. Pack's coming up. It's one hit off. This was one of my biggest problems here, not bringing my pack up early enough. Sitting up, cancelling, sitting up. So one more hit and then 152 is going to go down. Got to use attack round at max range, and there it goes. Pack, job done. Doesn't even matter if it gets decrewed now. Taking down the 152. That's it. That, I mean, that was a pretty big throw by me, honestly. Like, I think, you know, probably losing the Panther and the Stug a little bit inevitable. I was a bit late bringing up my pack and support, but then the command tank was completely unnecessary. Losing it. So, yeah, no real need for that. So yeah, now my army's just like 18 supply, which is not bad. Gaping on the other hand at 98. Hasn't been suffering too much I've been the one capping in the centre, suffering all those rocket artillery hits and sniper hits, bleeding a lot of manpower. And I've been making those plays out here to try and relieve the VP pressure. It also has been quite expensive on the manpower. And for the munitions cache as well, I'm trying to increase the recharge rate of the explosive support, and I don't think I mentioned it. Kpen did use zeroing artillery during one of those engagements in conjunction with the recon plane. Did that happen? It did happen this game. I'm not sure if we've had it yet. Obviously these have been quite hectic. I wasn't too minds on what to do there. I was like, oh, I'll dodge this, and then snipers start sniping. I was like, oh, no. Down the ship. Pretty good barrage there, but I think it's one model from one sniper. Bit of health off the other one. 3 comets now. These things are just so hard to kill. You know, they're so fast, unless you snare them, you stand no chance of killing them. Panther coming in from the side, try to clean it up. Still got the super low support there, try to keep him safe. Not quite enough damage to kill it though. So for buying us a bit of breathing room here in the centre. Artillery just onto all the support weapons here, not onto the centre, so it's allowing us to cap, which is good because we're down to very, very low amount of VPs. We're just detrooped once again by that. But somehow this thing has 9 lives, so I think every land mattress barrage, somehow. These comets, as I say, man, just so hard to kill them, they're so fast. The extra bit of health really makes a big difference.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Obviously then, yeah, now he's just going to repair them up using the vehicle crew repairs. All that damage really didn't amount to much.
We're losing a capture point.
Checking out S-mines on the centre, very important in these late game situations for the VP capping. Machine does have 1 sweeper, but that's not really enough. And you know, usually you just send a tank to come crush this, but in those late game situations, like, oh man, if I send a tank in there, I'm probably going to take like 20 anti-tank gunshots, so I don't want to do that. Targeting snipers are getting easily dodged though. But I think it's looking pretty good. We've got a triple cap cooking here. Comes back up though. Or one of them is at least. Topping off that white phosphorus round. Which I don't think got changed. Still got the 70 range, can still kill.
We've 100 points left.
So now we're getting very late into the VP situation. I can't really use my Panzerwerfer for the speculator shots, trying to kill the snipers. Just gotta try to keep the VPs clear. Got to that critical point in the game. Keeper's still got his Tiger, or King Tiger rather, his Panther. Spamming pioneers just for the capping power and the repair power. This mines. Oh, ruin his whole squad. That's what they were designed to do. Pretty hard to notice those signs as well. She's still blasting away, putting in some pretty good pressure to the center region as well. Go for another command tank and Stug. But this is a good compliment, just try to buff up my allies' armor. And same with rocket artillery. Here it comes, here we go. We've got the zeroing artillery recon plane combo coming in. Zero artillery starting to drop now. Pretty much making this a no-fly zone for anything. Anything coming into that circle is dead. It's a very critical time as well. A few hits off on the very far edge, E35. With the cover there, I tried to go for Panzerwerfer and almost kill those snipers again, but they survive. Thought, you know, the sound of the zeroing artillery dropping may cover up the sound of my Panzerwerfer firing. It kind of worked, but why? I did it about here rather than here. Anyway, concentrating blows with the King Tiger. 285 coming in from the side. Where's that Panther? Panther's also low, getting repaired. Hit 5 Raketen back in base, but I decided not to chase, to bring up my pack super deep into enemy territory here. Attack ground, the target weak point. Kills the S-85. The speculator pack comes good. He's just blind firing into the center, trying to clear out those S-mines. Maybe we've got some squads in there as well. Fresh ISU 152 for the machine. Into the center. Wipes that squad, but they do manage to finish the cap, and now we're on the drain. Stug taking heavy fire here, pops smoke, but it's kind of driving forwards through the smoke. Pack there though. Pack getting a few choice hits in. Comet's coming in from the side, Panther in all sorts of trouble. Getting there support. And the white phosphorus just doing the damage. That's the vet-free Comet grenades you're seeing being tossed out there, which no longer do the stun crits that they used to on vehicles. They got patched out. And it was a pretty small chance, but when it happened, it was like, what? Why do they need to be able to stun enemy tanks with their grenades as well? Are they not broken enough? Oh, King Tiger's back up to full. Do have the mech truck back there, of course. We've got the control of the VP thanks to some pyro capping. Now it's their turn, bring in the IL-2 bombing run. I have no idea what this is. Just don't even bother dodging. Just leaving my units in the capping circle, trying to hang on here. The commandos, Green is getting extremely low. Dancing around the S-85 also very low though. Got that pack still up here as well. So now moving into position. Here come the planes. Stug close support planes coming in now. And here goes the S-85. A bit of pack fire as well. This thing of course being on armor piercing rounds, not so good against pack. And once again, this super close air support, a very safe zone for us to operate in. So safe though, I'm like, oh, I'll just send my pack up there, go ISU hunting. And thanks to that, I mean, I'm hunting it now. I'm going after it. Got the main gun crit on it. Thanks to the going below health. That briefly targeted, but I lost target thanks to the cash. I'm going to go for the attack round here, but it's not going to kill it anyway. Comet's coming in now, and he runs over a mine. That's the only way to beat the Comet, basically. And both of them go down.
Enemy have knocked out a Comet tank.
They were desperate there. Desperate to cap the VPs. They've got just about no infantry left. They're suffering quite a lot of bleeds. And that's the game. Pretty close match, man. We really had to dig deep there as Axis. Pretty good armor preservation from Kpen. And yeah, pretty solid all-round game. Good to see what's going on in the balance preview patch. You know, Brits really haven't received that many changes. Well, I suppose the pet changes reasonable, but I mean the land match is still extremely strong. Comet's still very good in team games. But there you go. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.